He saw sex workers behind my back. I left, but my heart is broken. My name is Emily Carter, and for the past 4 years I thought I had built a life I could finally be proud of. After a messy divorce in my late 20s, I didn't think I would ever open myself up to love again. Then came Daniel. He was kind, patient, charming in a quiet way, and most importantly, he welcomed not only me but also my 2 kids from my previous marriage into his life. We moved in together after a year and a half, and I truly believed we were building something lasting, something real. It wasn't easy blending 2 families. Daniel had a son from his previous relationship, and learning how to balance routines, discipline, and personalities under one roof was a challenge. But he stepped up. He cooked dinner some nights, helped the kids with homework, and sat beside me when I cried about work stress or family drama. I trusted him completely. He made me believe men like him still existed. Loyal, steady, safe. And then one night everything shattered. Started small. I was going over our joint account online, just checking bills and making sure we were staying on track with savings. That's when I noticed a series of small withdrawals from ATMs in neighborhoods Daniel never had reason to be in. First I brushed it off. Maybe he had stopped for gas or grabbed cash on the way home from work. But then I noticed charges. Hotel rooms, apps, services I didn't recognize. Something in my stomach twisted. I didn't want to believe it. My mind instantly tried to protect me, telling me I was overthinking, that maybe he was helping a friend, or that it was something innocent. But deep down I knew. My gut screamed the truth before my brain would allow me to say it out loud. I didn't confront him right away. For 2 weeks, I carried that knowledge around like a burning coal inside me, waiting, hoping it was nothing. But the evidence kept piling up. More transactions. More nights he came home late, claiming he had to stay at work. More excuses. Finally, I couldn't keep it in anymore. We were sitting on the couch one evening, the kids asleep upstairs, when I asked him, "Daniel, is there something you need to tell me? Something about where you've been spending money?" The way his face changed. I'll never forget it. First he looked confused, then defensive, then angry. "What are you talking about?" he snapped. "Why are you going through my transactions like some kind of detective?" I told him what I had seen, every charge, every unexplained expense. He denied it. Over and over. He swore I was mistaken, that I was reading too much into things. He tried to gaslight me, to make me question my own eyes. But I didn't back down. Finally, after what felt like hours of back and forth, he broke. His voice dropped, almost a whisper. "Fine. I've been seeing people. But it doesn't mean anything. It's not like I cheated on you. It's not emotional. It's just physical." The words hit me like a knife. My chest physically hurt. My hands shook. I remember standing up and walking into the kitchen just to breathe, because suddenly the air in the living room felt suffocating. He followed me, begging me not to blow up our family over what he claimed was just a habit, just a weakness. He tried to justify it. He told me men do this sometimes, that it wasn't the same as an affair, that he still loved me and the kids. He promised to stop. But all I could think was, how long? How many times? How many lies? Every dinner he cooked, every smile, every touch. Was he carrying this secret the whole time? And worse, he had risked our family's safety, my safety, with his choices. The betrayal cut deeper than I thought possible. I had given him everything. My trust, my love, my children's trust. And he threw it away. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything or curse his name. Instead, I felt this cold clarity wash over me. I told him to pack his things. He begged me to reconsider. He cried, he knelt down in front of me, he promised he would never do it again. But I couldn't unsee what I had seen, couldn't unknow what I knew. The next morning he was gone. Just like that, the man I thought I would spend the rest of my life with walked out of our home, carrying his clothes in boxes and leaving behind a trail of broken promises. That was 3 weeks ago. Since then, I've tried to keep moving forward. I wake up, make breakfast for the kids, go to work, come home and carry on. On the outside I'm functioning. But inside I'm broken. Some nights I lie awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying everything in my head. I wonder how I missed the signs. I wonder if there was something I could have done to make him stay faithful. I wonder if I was too harsh, if maybe I should have tried to forgive him, gone to counseling, fought for us. But then I remember the bank statements, the lies, the way he looked me in the eye and denied it until he couldn't anymore. It wasn't one mistake, one lapse in judgment. It was repeated, deliberate, and secretive. And if I had stayed, what would I be teaching my kids? That it's okay to be lied to. That betrayal is something you just tolerate to keep a family together. Well, I couldn't do that. I remind myself every day that leaving wasn't just about me. It was about my children too. They deserve to grow up seeing their mother demand respect and integrity, not quietly accept betrayal. They deserve to know that love should be built on trust, not deception. Still, the grief is real. I miss him. I miss the version of him I thought I knew. The man who tucked my kids into bed, the man who held me when I cried, the man who made me laugh on road trips. That man is gone. Or maybe he never really existed. Sometimes I catch myself reaching for my phone to text him, to tell him about something funny the kids did, or to ask if he's eaten dinner. Then I remember who he is now, who he chose to be. And I put the phone down. Was it infidelity? My heart says yes. Maybe some people would argue otherwise, but to me, intimacy is not just about emotions. It's about honesty, safety, and respect. And he violated all of that. He betrayed not just my love but my trust in the most intimate way possible. I don't know how long it will take to heal. I don't know when I'll stop waking up with that heavy ache in my chest. But I do know this, I did the right thing. Walking away was the hardest choice I've ever made. But staying would have been a slow death of my spirit. One day, I hope I'll look back on this not with shame, but with strength. That I'll see it as the moment I chose myself, my dignity, and my children's future over someone else's lies. For now, I'm just taking it one day at a time. And maybe if someone out there is hearing my story, they'll know they're not alone. That betrayal cuts deep, but leaving doesn't make you weak, it makes you brave. Because even with a broken heart, I know I chose the path of integrity. And someday that will be enough. Would you like me to also make a thumbnail text prompt, SEO title, description, hashtags, and tags for this story like I've done for your other ones?